Thank you, Sweet, for that great speech. One aspect of the speech is the topic, and that really sometimes it'll put you in a mystery. And when I heard she was doing it on how I found happiness, I was like, interesting. What is she going to talk about? Because everyone has a question. It's like, what's life or something like that. So the topic was very strong, and I want to point that out. Other than that, the speech had a good body. It had an introduction, and in the body you explained and you used hand gestures very well too to explain the environment that you were in, the place where you found the happiness. And in conclusion, you then came back to real life and you explained how that what you learned or what you experienced, how it affected your work life and your personal life too. So yeah, that's for the topic. And other item, yeah, as far as the how the delivery of the speech, you were using hand gestures. And another good item that I saw that when Paul walked in, you also accepted that he joined the audience, so you took that into account. Sometimes when, especially when I'm speaking, I think you kind of get nervous. Oh, there's another person in the room, and then you're thinking, wait, should I include him in the topic or not? So that was really good of you. Another item that some of the critiques, I want to move over to that. And these are items actually that Mark was talking about that also realize that what you do, so I think I do that too. One of them is pausing at the right instances. So there's some pauses in your speeches that come in when I wasn't expecting it, but at other times, pauses can be used actually for the benefit of the speech, where you're trying to create mystery for what you're going to talk about. So you could maybe position where those pauses come in. That would be good. And of course, you have some words that you use a lot, and I have them too. You use "you know" a lot, and you use "a light" a lot. So a lot of your sentences, when that pause comes, you start it with "you know," and then you start it with "light." You tend to do that. But yeah, other than that, the topic itself was very interesting, and just you captivated the audience just by the topic. And like I thought you were going to talk about a fight you had with your husband or something. You were talking for 12 days, and you're like, oh, that was the best time. Yeah, so that's all the comments I have. I think that was a good speech. Thank you.
Gina, would you give us the time report for Wajih?
So Wajih, your evaluation came in at an actual time of 2 minutes and 42 seconds, so you were within the time limit.
We didn't have a grammarian today, right? Okay. And from my own personal observance, we had one person use the word of the day. I could be wrong, but I think that Jag was the only one who did. I would like now, as I transition into my evaluation of the meeting, first I want to comment, Wajih, great job. You guys, all of these new members, and she just stepped out of the room, I just, in general, want to say thank you so much for bringing who you are and jumping in with, just full in. And you've done a great job with timer, 2 weeks in a row. I don't think you've gone, whoops, I didn't do something, or I forgot to press the button, or whatever. You're doing a great job. You've jumped into 2 bigger roles in a short time, and I appreciate that. And then Sweet is always willing to speak, which is fantastic. So thank you guys for just your contribution, and specifically today, I really like that you gave not a recap of her talk at all, which can be a pitfall that people fall into, is giving a recap of the talk rather than evaluating it, but you actually gave her some specific feedback about what you liked about the speech, and also some things that were very concrete that she can work on, and so that's really nice. I appreciate that. The room was set up as always. Mark, thanks. I'm sure Carl too, and Steve. People jumping in and helping out. So thank you so much for making the room look as it should, and we were able to start on time with everything in place. I think. Oh, and thank you for another inventive table topics.
Yeah, that's very good.
I wish I weren't first. That's all I can say about that. But thank you. It was really interesting. And I would like to return and control the meeting to Jack. Right?
It's me.
Oh, Toastmaster. I'm sorry.
I'm
yes.
Right.
Oh, yes.
Sorry. I was thinking of Toastmaster.
All right, awesome. Right in time. I just want to say, I do appreciate all the members stepping up at the last minute. That is really kind of a marquee aspect of what we do here at Evaluators, where when you come in, if there's a vacant role, jump in. If you come in early, bring the equipment out and start. I mean, that's really what it's about, and that's what makes our meeting good and great, in my opinion. That willingness to jump in. And I am going to kind of digress a little bit with your talk, okay? Because there were two things I just want people to think about in the future. And the one thing with your talk, and I'm not going to reevaluate it, but was your title. And you've done this 2 times in a row, so it's not accidental. Her title created curiosity, So if you're giving a speech somewhere and that title, do you date your coworkers? People, that's going to start to ramble around people's minds, like, you see what I'm saying? So she's already started the thought in their mind with the title. So my point is this, is as we move forward, think about your titles, because that is what's going to create curiosity in the minds of your audience. And then you come out and kind of do your thing. Also, real good, you have perfect volume. I just want you to know it is right there. Don't change it, don't move it. I can hear everything you say, everything. So don't mess with it in any way. And that's another key, really, is people have to hear you. I'm not saying that if some don't speak, I'm just letting you know that if people don't hear you, then stuff gets missed, and they may not get the full intention of your talk. Because keep in mind that what is our goal when we get up here, relatively? As a speaker, what is our goal? What is our number one goal? What is it? Give something to the audience. But your goal here is to convey a message and not have it diminished in any way. So you have 100% message. You want that to go out, and you want it to be received in that way. Does that make sense? If you got an apple, you want to give an apple. You don't want to give, apple with bites off of it to your audience. You want them to receive that apple, and all these little things come into play. So that is really our goal, is to not only project the perfect message, but you want your audience, and that's when it comes to volume, distractions, all those things. We want to keep that to a minimum, so all they hear is the message that we want to convey. That's really it. But overall, I thought we had a really good meeting today, and again, I do appreciate everybody stepping up today and jumping in, because that's really what it's about. And with that said, I want to turn control of our meeting to our, what was it? Oh, what was that again?
There's some items on the agenda for discussion.
Do we have something?
Are you going to vote?
We didn't vote.
No, it says identify and ask who is the next week's Toastmaster.
Oh, okay. That I don't know.
Non-vote, ask for volunteers.
Yeah. Well, we have the sheet going around.
I think he may have taken it.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Did he take the sheet?
I think he did.
He did, okay. I don't know. Okay, no problem. Okay, we'll turn the meeting over to our president, Mr. Jag Najendra.
Before I get on to the next segment, we complete the Toastmasters of the day. There are some items here.